Our solar system with the sun, the planets and their moons and the billions of asteroids and comets fills less than a trillionth of our universe. Hey guys, how's it going? Let's find out the incredible facts about space. The first person to look into space with the telescope was Galileo, nearly 400 years ago. In 1895, Konstantin Tsiolkovsky, an early Russian rocket scientist, was the first to propose the concept of space elevators, a type of space transportation system. The first animal in space was Laika, a dog that was launched into space on Soviet ship Sputnik 2 in 1957. After a week in space, the air in the capsule ran out and she died. Astronomers hypothesized three different possible scenarios for our universe. 1. We have a closed universe, which means the universe will eventually collapse to another singularity. 2. We have an open universe, which means that the universe will keep expanding forever until everything is so far apart that the universe becomes inert and dead. And 3. We have a flat universe, which means the gravity is just right and will hold the universe together at just the right dimensions to allow things to go on indefinitely. A black hole is a region of space-time where the gravity is so strong that nothing, no particles or even electromagnetic radiation such as light can escape from it. The first confirmed black hole to be discovered was Cygnus X1 in 1972. If we imagine solar system at small distance, Earth about the diameter of P, Jupiter will be over 1,000 feet away from Earth, and Pluto will be mile-and-a-half distance and about the size of the bacterium. And our nearest star, Proxima Centauri, will be almost 10,000 miles away. Light speed is 300,000 km per second and it takes 8 minutes and 22 seconds to reach the Earth from the surface of the Sun. And our nearest star in space, Proxima Centauri, is 4.3 light years away, which is about 100 million times farther than a trip from Earth to Moon. To reach it by spaceship will take it at least 25,000 years. Just reaching the center of our own galaxy will take longer than we have now existed as beings. In the Milky Way, the average distance between stars is about 5 light years, or 50 trillion kilometers. Nobody knows how many stars there are in the Milky Way. Estimated number is from 100 billion to 400 billion, and the Milky Way is just one of 140 billion galaxies, many of them larger than ours. The most luminous and massive known star is R136A1. It's 164,000 times brighter than the Sun and has a surface temperature of over 45,700 Celsius, 8 times hotter than Sun. And one of the oldest known stars is the red giant HE15230901. Its age 13.2 billion years old, almost as old as the universe itself. Stephenson 218 is the biggest star has ever known and 10 billion times bigger than Sun. Only about 6,000 stars are visible to naked eye from Earth, and only 2,000 can be seen from any one spot. With binoculars, the number of stars that can be seen from single location is about 50,000. With a simple telescope, numbers are about 300,000. With a greater telescope, you can begin to count in galaxies. The first human in space was Soviet cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin, who orbited Earth in Vostok 1 in 1961, April 12. The following year, American astronaut John Glenn became the first American to orbit Earth. American Neil Armstrong was the first human being to set foot on the moon in 1969. and no one has been on the moon since December 14, 1972. The first American in space was Alan Shepard, who was launched into space aboard Mercury 3 on May 5, 1961. His craft did not enter orbit, but it flew to a height of 116 miles and traveled 303 miles before safely parachuting into the Atlantic Ocean. The first woman in space was Valentina Tereshkova, a Soviet cosmonaut who flew aboard the Vostok 6 on June 16, 1963. The first American woman in space was Sally Ride, who was aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger on June 18, 1983. She was also the youngest American in space. After returning to Earth, many astronauts have difficult time adjusting to gravity and often forget that things fall if you drop them. Astronauts in space will lose about 1% of their muscle mass each month if they didn't exercise at least 2 hours a day. It takes the Sun around 200 million years to travel around our galaxy. This is a journey of 100,000 light years. Over 100 artificial satellites are launched into space each year. The Sun is not actually yellow. Because the temperature of the Sun is 6,000 Kelvin, it can be only one color, white. It appears yellow from Earth because of our atmosphere, which tints it yellow. In 1992, more than 350 years after Galileo's discoveries, the Catholic Church finally released a statement via Pope John Paul II, acknowledging that Earth does move around the Sun and apologizing for its treatment of Galileo, who was an Italian astronomer that had persecuted in life and shunned for so many centuries. Every year, as much as 400,000 tons of cosmic material hits toward Earth. Fortunately, most of it burns up in our atmosphere. Small stars live longer than larger stars. A tiny star may live for hundreds of billions years, while a huge star may live just a few million years. Our Sun is a medium-sized star and will shine for 5 billion more years. Jupiter weighs more than twice as much as all our other planets together. Winds on Neptune are the fastest in our solar system at about 2,400 km per hour. Saturn is the lightest planet. It is even lighter than water. If there were an ocean big enough to hold Saturn, this gas giant will float like a beach ball. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button.